Hello, folks. It is January 13th, 2025, and I am Wemette, and I am cold, and I have some other difficulties. The reason I'm a little bit late on this one is Wi-Fi. Technical difficulties. Hello, Philip Wright. How you doing? I'm sorry I'm late, guys. I really am. Tim Hunt. At any rate, Chicago folks, I hit the like button. That's great. Hi, Mickey Griggs. How you doing? Lisa B. How you doing, sweetheart? So, we're here today to have a Q&A, a question and answer. And hopefully, I will answer all your questions. If you have any. We don't have any questions? We had a lot of people here. Polly Wellness, Dave Grimpy. I mean, there were a lot of people here. And you were disappointed that I wasn't here and you left. Okay. Well, we have one question here. Robert Murphy, do you think Tony Spilaccio feared Frank Schweiss? Yes. I know he did. Everybody in that whole crew did. That was all part of the Grand Avenue crew, and they were both part of the same crew. And Tony knew what his handiwork was like, his murders. And I'm quite sure he feared him. There's no doubt in my mind. Daniel Jager from the 51st state. Yo, Red, a Canadian? Philip Wright, was Elvis dressed up when you met him, or was he just in jeans and a t-shirt? Oh, and in Graceland that night? He wasn't dressed up in like a costume, like going on stage, but he had a kind of a dressy shirt, and he I don't know, it was dark, I really didn't look at the trousers, but it wasn't a costume like you would see him on stage. Matter of fact, I didn't really know who it was at first. That's the way it was, Philip. Rico Suave, David Bowman, etc. David Bowman's no longer with us. He died of cancer. We were notified through a YouTube. And you'll notice that he's no longer on social media. And he's gone, and nobody really talks about it. I don't think he left much of a footprint here on Earth, because nobody really talks about him that much, Rico. I was kind of disappointed in him. Yes, may he rest in peace. He had a rough life, a very rough life. It's a sad thing, but it happens. He never gave up the drugs. Well, thank you. You're welcome. Thank you. I'm glad I could do it. Anybody else have any questions? 51st State. Rico, I watched both of them, and he had two coffee with coladas. One was it was down. The first one was down in Colorado, and what you call it down there? Adam had gone down there and interviewed him, and the second one he was in Las Vegas. And he mentioned to Adam that he was in Las Vegas, and Adam said, "Oh, we'll do a show together." And he did the second show. I've watched them both. As a matter of fact, I went back and watched them again when I heard he passed. I really did. Tim Hunt, how's Anthony DiMartini? Can you invite him back on your show? Yes, I'll be glad. I've told him. I've told him, we can do it, but that was some time ago, and a lot of things have changed in his life. He had it, going real crazy, but that was the way it was. Rico Suave, same thing for you. You want Anthony? Okay, I'll ask him. Mickey Griggs, did you ever meet Tony's parents? No, I didn't. I didn't grow up with Tony. I met Tony in 1968. Yeah, I don't know if his parents were alive or dead. He never spoke of them. He really didn't. I know he spoke of his brothers, but never did he speak of his parents. He talked about Vic. He talked about John, but he never really he never talked about his folks. The crowd. Hi, Red. Hope you're staying well and warm. Yes. I'm in this kind of overstuffed shirt. That's really warm. Very warm. Nice pockets. Lots of pockets. Very thick. Rico Suave, how's Dino the cab driver doing nowadays? Adam did a ride-along interview in his cab years ago. I like that interview with Dino. Dino's a nice guy. I should interview. I don't know how to get a hold of him, but I'll ask Adam if I can. Lisa B, I wonder if Nancy's still alive. Last time we all checked, she was, which is a few months ago. Lisa B, I believe Tony's dad died when he was a teenager. Years, if even. Okay. Could have been younger. Star Wars. Good evening, Red. Hope you're doing well. I am. Thank you so much. Other than the fact that I couldn't get my my Wi-Fi to work and some other small difficulties. Frost on the pumpkin this morning in Antioch, Illinois. Wow. The crowd, glad to hear it, Red. I'm living in wool, the polar fleece these days. Okay. Rico Suave, sounds good on Dino. Adam said it said it if you're watching. I don't think Adam's watching. He's so busy, and he's going to be busy this week. I think I could safely say that he will not be doing a show Wednesday with me. He's very, very busy. Tim Hunt, I saw My Kind of Town reel, great work. Well, I'm glad you liked it. Brad, have you ever thought about doing any YouTube short clip videos? Get more channel hits. Rico, you're right. You're very actually right. And Adam did some for me. I really don't know how to do them, but I could look into it. I had a bunch of shorts that Adam did for me. Yes, I was right. It was Antioch, Illinois. I haven't heard of Antioch, Illinois in a long time. Antioch, Illinois is up towards Wisconsin, as far as I'm concerned. Last time I was there a long time ago. Very long time ago. Any more questions, folks? Come on, give me some crazy ones, some real zingers. I can't answer everything. Tim Hunt. The bedtime stories are great too. Thank you. I was kind of an engineer with that. I did the bedtime stories back in 2016. I started, and it was before anybody was doing anything on mob stuff. And basically, there were stories just so I could, pitch my book to you guys. American Gangster. You could do them from your phone, push the remix button, and underneath one of those, you'll see a video to make a short. I don't have anything on my phone. When I say in the studio, that's what I mean. There is nothing on my phone. I don't even have a email on my phone, period. But I can see I can look it up on YouTube, how to do them. Rico Swab, I like the show. Hope the best for it. Thank you. It's been around for, 3 years. A little over 3 years. My whatchalls, that's my lives and everything. And my actual things with Adam and other people. Before that, I was just doing the bedtime stories. Hello, Red, George Wilson. Are things okay are you think things are okay in Montgomery Heights, Illinois? I don't know anything about Montgomery Heights, Illinois. Aliens? None that I've heard of, Rico. A rambunctious dog. Is there anything that turned out Family Secrets trial that surprised me? Yeah, there is a lot of things that surprised me. One particular thing was there were a lot of people that pled guilty to different crimes before the actual Family Secrets trial. And one of them was Kirk Calabrese. He is the brother of Frank Calabrese Jr. He just pled out and went to jail. I think it was a gambling charge, if I'm not mistaken. But there are a lot of twists and things that went on during that trial that I just was very, very shocked about a lot of them. I mean, I could probably do a whole Q&A just about that if I had enough people that were interested, Lisa. Rico Swab, your thoughts on aliens recently and if governments are telling the truth? Well, the only aliens that I know about are the ones that are coming across the borders into our country. As far as supernatural aliens, I don't believe them. I mean, it's like Bigfoot. Maybe there is a Bigfoot. Maybe there isn't. Any news from Dalton lately? Yes, 2 days ago, over the weekend, Tiffany Henyard, she did a show, and she was talking about how people were not listening to her, and they needed to listen to her because she's a leader, and that's what people do. They listen to a leader. She did a whole monologue show for about 45 minutes. And it was just telling people to get in line and do what they're told, that she was going to be the next mayor. No matter what happened, she was going to win. And most people did not even go along with it at all. I mean, it was a headache. So I listened to it. I was really surprised. Mickey Greggs. How are your book sales going, Red? Actually, they're kind of slow. It's kind of slowing down. But one thing that did happen is two people, two of you nice folks, went to Amazon and wrote a review. Steve, you left your name as just Steve. And thank you for the review. Thank both of you, whoever did it. Thank everybody that did a review on Amazon. And it was right where my book is for sale. And I don't know if they actually got it there or got it someplace else. Have you ever retrieved my Pontiac from Lake Michigan? No. My GTO? No, I did not. I didn't go near it. As a matter of fact, they towed it out. Kirby W. I hear a lot of stories how the outfit was all over the Fox Chain of Lakes back in the day. They were. They really were. As a matter of fact, if you listen to the Frank Schweiss tapes, you'll hear about Ronnie and Donnie, two carpenters that were out in, when they were supposed to be working by me, they were out in Chain of Lakes working out there. If they were out by Jukebox Saturday night. But there were a lot of people. It just was what it was back in the day. Dave and Wolfie, important question. Okay. What's the worst thing Duke has done? Down. He's doing it. Get down. Hey. Down. Down. Hey. You see, all I did was pick this up and hold it, and Duke laid on his back and went into a submissive position. And I've never really hit him with it. I swat at him, but that's about it. The worst thing he's done. I think the worst thing that I don't know. He ate a pair of shoes one time. He ate one shoe and he decided he wanted the other one, so I told him to have it. But that's about it. I can't really think of the worst thing that he really did. I could tell you it was bad to me, but he jumped my fence. He can jump 4 or 5 feet high and from a sitting position and jump over a fence with no problem. And this is when I first got him. I finally got on the other side of the fence, which was not easy for a man my age. When I did get on that side of the fence, I was trying to get him over by me, and he thought I was playing. We were in somebody else's yard, and he was playing with me. He thought I was playing, and it took me like an hour to get him. I mean, he was running away almost, and then finally I got him. When I did, I lifted him up, and which is a job in itself, and put him over the fence and let him drop. And he dropped like a cat. He landed on his feet, but it took me quite a while to get over the fence. And the whole time I was thinking, what if he jumps back? So now when I walk him with a lead. And lately I've been e-training him. And right now he doesn't have his e-collar on. And that's why when I just picked this up, now he's gone over and laid down. I've never really hit him. I just make a noise with this, like, and he jumps. He's very sound control. Very lovable dog. Lisa B., you always wanted to attend the family secret trial yourself. It was a show. It really was. Red, have you saw last year's movie, The Biketeers? No, I haven't. Calabrese interviews in the future. I doubt it. The Calabreses really don't think much of me, either one. I mean, I can't say that for Kurt, but as far as it's just, Frank Calabrese doesn't like the idea that I told everybody how the Family Secrets movie was killed. You know, it just ended because Paul Pompian died, and I was working with Paul Pompian at the time. He really never thought that he keeps conning the public and telling him, you know, he's going to do this, he's going to do that. His brother came out and talked about it, Kurt, but it was what it was. The crowd, aliens won't reveal themselves to Earth's inhabitants. As the aliens know, the Earth is the 90 bin of the galaxy. Okay, I'm not with you on that, but that's what it is. Rachel Ellis, Red, I will order your book on Amazon. You can do it, Rachel, for the same price. You can go to Wemette, REDWEMETTE.com. And the link is right below on the description of this video. And same price. I will autograph it to you, Rachel, and send it out to you. And everything is the same, shipping price and everything else. So God bless you. And we go Suave. Red, you and Adam or anyone should visit Kansas City, Missouri, and visit our mob experts. I have talked to Gary many times. Gary's a good friend of mine. I like Gary. And he says there's quite a bit there. Hey, Red, Duke looks like he's a little bit bigger for a lapdog. He is, Keith. He's too big for a lapdog. He was too big for a lapdog when I got him. I mean, he was something else. Tim Hunt, I got the book, and it's great, Red. I'll give you a great review. Are you an Amazon customer, Tim Hunt? What are you waiting for? Get over there to the website. Give me a review, buddy. Thank you. I appreciate it. I appreciate everything you guys do. Every time I see you. I was really upset when my Wi-Fi wasn't working properly today. Kind of crazy. Here it is, 5 o'clock already. I was supposed to be getting off at 4. Starting at 4, rather. George Wilson. I'm sorry to say, but we are at the last decade. We've been visited, and final visitors to our planet are evil, cold, calculating, as you can imagine. Their mission is totally okay. Dave and Wolfie, please hit the like button. Dave and Wolfie, I watched you guys. I mean, you got so many shows on Wolfie, and you talk, and sometimes Wolfie was a bad girl. I think she peed on your floor or something like that. And Duke has not done that. I mean, he's a pretty good guy, but he's not deliberate. The worst deliberate thing he'll do with me is just, jump up on top of me. Occasionally he knocks me down. It's not very comfortable. But I love Dave and Wolfie's show. They're shorts. They're not very long, but they're very good. Jeff Weiner. Hey, Red. We need to get DeMartini to guest star soon. Stay warm and well. Thank you, Jeff. I will. And I'll call him. I have his phone number. Tim Hunt, damn, we need a Chicago outfit movie. We certainly do. We've never really had a good one that I can remember. Hey, Red and all, coming in late. Well, Jim Magnifici, I was late too. T, how you doing? How you doing? Hit that like button, folks. Give me a hand here. I need a hand. Daniel Sager, those guys that managed to put out the fire at Chernobyl were really something else. Yes, they were. Very good. They were excellent for what they had to work with. T, you remember Paula Lawrence when she had a problem starting her car? I don't remember having a problem starting the car. I remember when Marco Galetta actually put a bomb on that Mercedes 500 SL, and that was at Lake Point Towers. It was in the parking lot, and the guy that did it was an ATF agent by the name of Baranowitz, and he was working undercover. And there was a little bit of story about it in newspapers that I read in Mike Burns' room, the Chicago Outfit, past and present news articles. There was a story about it, and I got a kick out of it because really there's a lot of things that I talk about, and they weren't in the if they were in the news, I never read about them. So, but I was busy doing other things. Rico Suave, book 2 in the future, Red. Yes, sir. It really is. It really is. American Gangsters. Salute. Salute. Return. Lisa B., what do you think of Tony, Michael, Jerry, and what the real lefty would think of the movie Casino if they were alive? Well, I heard Lefty's review of Casino and what he thought of it. It's on YouTube. He talks about it. He said it was very entertaining. He didn't think it was just as accurate, although he did confirm that the scene on John Drummond was interviewing him, and he confirmed about him that the scene with the blueberries was accurate, and a couple other things were accurate. He didn't say it was a great story, but he was rather ambivalent about it. It was what it was. And he never did say it was a bad thing or a good thing or anything else. That's just the way it was. Hello, Julie. How you doing? Julie says hi to Dave. Red Swab, look into the Times Beach, Missouri environmental disaster, 1980. Okay, I will. Operation President, opinion on President Carter's funeral. I thought it was a grand eulogy by his grandson and very accurate. Um, I'm not exactly a popular person myself in many circles, but I like Jimmy Carter. There were a few things that he did he just wasn't ready to work with a system that wasn't ready to work with him. After all, he had a Democratic Congress and a Democratic Senate, but he couldn't get a lot of things done. And he had a lot of people fighting him. And now that a lot of people, because of handheld devices, know about the politics in the United States, they realize that there was a deep state that was working against him. And they won. He was a one-term president. That last-ditch effort that he made to get the hostages free, that was sabotaged by the CIA. And it's come out now. I mean, all these agencies, they don't have any integrity anymore. The CIA has no more integrity. The FBI has no more integrity. I see people indicted for IRS that they're crazy things. I mean, do they get a win? No, they don't always win. So, and there's some people that just slide by. I wonder about a lot of it. But I like Jimmy Carter. I loved his eulogy that his grandson gave, and it was a good thing, very good thing. The inconspicuous or conspicuous absence of Michelle Obama was, and people's guessing about what caused it is kind of foolish because whoever did show their respects was showing their respects to the office of the president. Some were actually respecting the man himself. Me personally, I thought he was a great guy. He got rid of the draft. That's one of the major things he did. He did a lot of good things. Adam and I were talking about it, and I asked Adam, or Adam said to me, he said, well, he never did anything when he was president. He did a lot of things. He did a lot of good things. That's the way it was. Tim Hunt, did I know Vince Solano? He was a customer at the gas station. Yeah, I think we talked about this, the gas station. Did I know him? No, but I used to see him all the time over by Jimmy Kozos. And did I know him? No. I said hi to him. I shook hands with him, that sort of thing, but I really didn't know him. Somebody else told me to say hi to him, introduce myself to him. When he was in charge of that Rush Street area, it was kind of crazy. Lisa B, I think it helped that Frank consulted with, or throughout the whole making of it, with Scorsese's help. Casino, yes, it did. It helped a lot. I mean, he put the icing on the cake. Frank is a little dramatic, or was a little bit dramatic himself. But it also, you look at that, and Scorsese wasn't even in the film, or excuse me, Lefty Rosenthal wasn't in the film, and I think he was paid 2.5 times what Frank Collada was paid. So, but Frank Collada was glad to have it, and I do say it, and I said it on an interview with Vic, that I believe that was his greatest accomplishment in life, that movie, because all the stealing and other things he did became natural to him, but that was really something to actually being an epic thing that was going to be around for centuries. I mean, that'll be there for a long time. Lisa B, I'll have to watch Lefty's reaction video, American Gangster in Red. uh, Julie M, I like Jimmy Carter. I did too. How you doing, Julie? Yeah, he was something else. And he was not only he did have some good ideas. He just did not go along with the way it was. Did I ever try Billy Beer? Yes, I did. Carter's brother's brand. We had to get it out of another state. It was like Coors at the time. It wasn't in Chicago, but I did try it, and it was no different really than any other beers. I think he took a company that made beer and put his name on it. But yeah, I did. It was kind of interesting at the time. My life in the 70s was very interesting. The forerunner to CIA was the OSS, was directly complicit in the murder of George Patton. I wouldn't doubt that. A lot of people ask about, Patton's murder, or was it an accident? And he had too many things go wrong. I mean, several attempts that missed. And I believe it was. And the OSS, if you look at the history of that, and you really look at the history of the OSS, the people left the OSS and went to the CIA. And just now, people are leaving the CIA and going to the NSA, National Security Agencies. So that's the way it is. A Frank Schweiss movie would be great. I could really write a script for that, because watching what he did and what he didn't, and taking some liberties, he was a character. He was a real character. Frank Schweiss, a dangerous character, but a character. Casino movie probably wouldn't be made without Frank. That's what I believe. Martin Scorsese said that. He said that in an interview. It definitely wouldn't have been as good and accurate, Lisa says, and she is absolutely correct. You have my opinion to go with you on that one. It was something else. It was very, very good. Very, very good. I enjoyed it. Yeah, I don't say that the movie Casino is not entertaining. It was. It was a very, very good movie. I loved it. But when people ask me, was it accurate? Nah, not always. There were a lot of things that were not accurate. The scene in the beginning, or somewhat in the beginning, where Tony stabs a guy in the neck, Nicky Santoro stabs a guy in the neck with a pen. Tony would have never done that. People that didn't know him would have, and there's young people that are Gen Zs that turn around and they believe that, and they say, "Oh yeah, that's what he was like." We saw it in the movies, but truth of the matter, he wasn't like that. He probably would have taken the guy outside and maybe beat him up or done whatever he wanted to him. But I don't see him stabbing somebody in the neck and blood all over the casino floor. It just didn't work. Tim Hunt, a Red Wemette spy movie, maybe. Oh, Red Wemette had a shot at the big screen, and it ended in just before COVID started. Rico Suave, the CIA fears the NSA. The NSA is only an agency that frequently investigates everyone. Okay. Rico Suave, then RC said Casino would not have happened without Frank Collada. I think it would have happened either way. I think he really put the icing on the cake, though. It was very, very good. I enjoyed it. The crowd, facts and truth are far more entertaining than the fictional BS Hollywood. I think so. Always did. When they say, truth is stranger than fiction, I really believe it because I used to see it and watch it. So I did. Rico Suave, author slash FBI casino book in interview. I don't know what you're talking about there, buddy. Julia, I would love to see a movie about my life in Chicago. Reddit would be a good movie. It was. I live an extraordinary life. I mean, it's different. It was a lot different. Very much different. I keep leaning over to one side here. That's from my pooch jumping up on me. All I did was mention him. He's back looking at me. He's looking at me down there like, maybe. Yeah. All I had to do was raise this. He says, no. Did I ever meet or see Milwaukee Phil Aldericio or Chuck Nicoletti? Yes. I met Phil at the same time that I met Joey Lombardo, at the same time that I met Tony Spilaccio. He was in American Bonding. He was, that was way before he went to prison. I think he went to prison in like 69 or it might have been 70. He didn't spend long. He died in prison in Marion. But a real nice guy. Very nice guy. All those guys were nice guys. I didn't see any mean things to them or bad things to them. But Phil was an exceptional nice. He was the boss of the crew. At that time, he was boss of Chicago also. Bill Holden's aunt, watching and listening from background here in background. Here, Red. Hello from Chicago. Thank you, pal. You're welcome, Bill. You're welcome very much. Lisa B. When it first came out, it had 2 tapes. One because it was too long. I'm aging myself now. If you're talking about Casino, I wouldn't doubt it. There were 2 takes on a lot of things, but I didn't know about the second take. Thank you. Lefty and Frank played a big role in the book and the movie. I don't think. Well, yeah, I guess Lefty played a major role in the movie. I don't know. Nicky Santoro played a big role in the movie. I think Frank had a very small role in the movie as far as I was concerned. I watched it after he's gone, and I'm not trying to speak ill of the dead when I say that. I'm just being frank and honest. You want a bug screen, a Kansas City Mom Screen movie in your lifetime? Well, maybe it'll happen. American Gangster, Lefty and Frank both consulted on Casino. Yes, they did. Just Lefty got a better paycheck and never showed up. He never went there. He wasn't on set. Tim Hunt, which hitman was most feared? In my lifetime, in my contact, I think the most feared was Frank Schweiss. It was one of those kind of things where he was kind of put on a shelf in the back corner, but there were a lot of hits that he did. He murdered a lot of people. He was very prolific. And I can tell you this, when he was around me on a regular basis, like the tapes uh, that Adam transcribed or put into, um, they were VHS, and he put them into digital. He digitalized them. You can see that when Frank was hanging around me, it was like he was something else. There isn't anybody at that time that wanted to lock horns with him. And he even said in one of those tapes, uh, he was very, he said, I'm not an easy guy to knock down, son. And he was talking about arguing with Michael and several other people. And he was a dangerous person. Yes, it was two tape VHS movie before DVDs. I think you're talking about Casino. Okay. Lisa B, I don't know anything about Larry Lurch at all. I didn't even know he existed until Coffee with Colada started. I didn't really know. And a lot of people I've heard, Julian, this odd you brought that up because the idiot that I don't like on here that keeps calling me a liar and not on my channel. He won't come on it. He's a coward. Uh, Jimmy Cazenza. Uh, that's the name of the show. Something about Chicago mob trials, and he claims to be an expert, but um, he didn't come around till the '90s. But he has often said he doesn't believe that that happened. Um, I don't know. I was on the scene long. He doesn't believe a lot of things. He lived on. He said he lived on Rice Street, which is right by Jimmy Kozos. And in a recent video that he put up and took down immediately because he was using part of the Schweiss tapes. He said that I was bullshit, that I never really went to Jimmy Kozos' compound and that sort of thing. And allegedly, I wrote a book, that sort of thing. So it's kind of crazy. Thank you, Julie. There isn't anything. I've not said anything that I embellished on. I may have made some mistakes because of my memory, but that's something that's burned in my mind. When it happened, um, I went to uh, I talked to him about it, and I said, "Wow, that was really something." He gave me a different version because he went to the he was arrested that night, and the arrest record is there. So anybody does any research would actually find it. But I don't know. Dave and Wolfie, yes, you watched it, Dave. I saw your comments, and I made a comment too, but he took it down the next day. He took it down the next day. I think there was a copyright strike against him. But he is a jerk. He's a real jerk. He's just he's been poking at me for a long time, ever since he started his channel, and he's just going to be that way. Can't do anything about people like that. They're very sad people. They really are. All they have is negativity in their life. They're just very, very bad. Lisa B. Apparently, he was very scary and was prone to kill just everyone instead of target. Even Tony told Frank not to send him. Yeah, Lurch. Yeah, Lurch was psychotic, very psychotic. I mean, that's where they got him in a psychiatric ward in the penitentiary. I mean, he just was a very not good guy. Tim Hunt, what happened when the microphone dropped off the chair? Nothing. Thank goodness. It didn't happen. Nothing happened. My heart skipped a beat. But aside from that, nothing really happened. I believe you're talking about James. Now, when he opens up, he says, "James here from Chicago, and I want to welcome you to da da da." And he's getting a little bit better. Is he jealous in a weird sort of way? Yeah, I think he is. I corrected him years ago when he was on Gary Jenkins' show, and he was trying to be an authority because he went to these trials. He's a mob buff, and he talks like he's one of the guys, and he's very pro-criminal. He thinks that most of the people that got on the stand lied about these people, the mob guys, the outfit guys. He's really pro-outfit. He's kind of weird in a way. He's a very weird person, but it's just that way. Anyway, Julie, you're that's what I see. And Dave and Wolfie has the same opinion. I don't know why, Dave and Wolfie. I saw your. They all came popping up all at once. They really did. Misery loves company. Red, just block him. He doesn't really. I think he is blocked. He doesn't come to my channel at all. He sends other people to make comments. That's just the way he is. Julia is the guy that was in yeah, he is a social worker. He is a social, or he was. He had an ad on the internet that I looked at, and I don't know. He specialized in transgender people, so maybe he goes along with the woke society that I don't go along with. There's a lot of people that I don't have a lot in common with them because I'm not part of the woke society. I never will be. I don't believe in them. There's a lot of things that I'm very traditional about. Automobile, how you doing, buddy? Haven't seen you in a while. Dave and Wolfie, yes, his channel is half fiction. And that's the hard part, because when you start mixing truth with fiction, it's more sensational, or it'll make more of a land, but it's also very deceptive because people start believing it. And there's things out there that I just can't endorse because I don't believe them, never did. And when I go through, Adam tells me not to get upset over it, but then again, he gets upset over things that I don't think he should get upset over, just that way. Automobile, it's good to see you, guy. Come on, hit that like button. Give me some likes here. Here we are, and it's about 50 minutes into this, and I thank you very much. It was a Q&A, which is an opportunity for us to interact, and something that most people don't do. Adam talks about it, and he says, you don't get a lot of views on those. And I said, yeah, but I get the truth out there. I actually am there for people to talk to. If they want to ask a question, they can. If they have something on their mind, they can get it out. I don't do them that often, but I do it. And thank you, Dave and Wolfie. Thank all of you folks for stopping by. Please hit the like button, and maybe this will get around a little bit and other people a little bit. Julie, you say you love my Q&As. Thank you. Thank you, Julie. I do them for folks like you. I do them for people to actually, I tell you why I started doing them, because I saw other people reading questions, and it wasn't in real time. They were reading questions that somebody put down, and they were goofy questions, that weren't really good. They weren't honest. And I decided, why not do it live? Christina Morris. How you doing, Christina Morris? Thank you, Red. I just snuck in late and I have to watch back. Thank you, dear. God bless you. Good seeing you. Good seeing you. You've been a member for a long time. Hit the like button. Thank you. I appreciate it. You definitely will. You definitely will. And have a good night. You too. I hate hearing about Lake County crooks. I know you do, automobile. Okay, folks. It was very good to see all of you. And God bless you. Be well. And I'll see you soon. Hopefully. I'll get together something else for another show this week. I don't think Adam's going to do Wednesday, but I think I will. Okay? And thank you so much. And God bless you.
The combination of the videotapes and Wemette's testimony resulted in the conviction of 2 men on extortion charges. One of them was Frank Schweiz, known in syndicate circles as the German, a feared mob terrorist and a suspect in a number of gangland murders.
He was described to me by other outfit individuals as the most feared hitman. And as he said to me, my reputation precedes me, son.